that was Amy's name. There's always talk
I'll wait for Rachel to come out and start. I think.
I think we need
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to 5 parts.
in the last couple of years, it's changed so much.
Hi everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you. Well, we'll kick off now. Sorry we're a little bit late. We've got a few stragglers coming in, but welcome to the ceremony and thank you so much for coming. It's really nice to have the opportunity to meet you all properly and see everyone in person for once, and also congratulate you all on all of your efforts this year in Green Impact and also Leaf. I hope today's award ceremony and the drinks reception afterwards goes a tiny way of showing our appreciation towards you all for all of your efforts. And we're also going to be, as I mentioned, as well as Green Impact, awarding commendations from our newly launched lab scheme Leaf. Martin, my colleague who leads Leaf, is actually on leave today, so I will also be announcing them. And to just give you a brief overview of how today is going to look like, we're first very lucky to have a welcome introduction from Professor Ian Leslie, and then I will be announcing the Green Impact and Leaf Awards. We've also got some special awards for those nominated by Green Impact teams, for those that have made an outstanding contribution to sustainability over the past year. And then my colleague Rachel will be closing us out. And then if you would like, there's opportunities to have a team photo at the end, so please hang around here if you'd like that. And then afterwards we'll have a soft drinks and vegan meals reception outside of this room. So during the ceremony, from a COVID respectful protocol type way of doing these things, if we could have one person from each of your team come up this way, take your respective award, then walk over this way, have a photo with their award, and then go and sit down. Unfortunately, we can't have any handshakes because COVID is still around, even though it would be nice to pretend it doesn't. So just gotta keep everyone safe. So yes, without further ado, I will hand over to Professor Leslie.
Thanks very much. Welcome everyone. Can I add my welcome? It's nice to be back doing these things. This program has been running for 10 years, and every June we have a ceremony like this, except for the past 2 years it hasn't quite happened. From my point of view, a response to some of the challenges of sustainability have to be dealt with at national government, international, regional, institutional, and personal levels. And green impact is a way for the institution to try to engender an environment in which individuals and groups within the university can have an impact on sustainability, can share experiences, and can learn from doing that. So it's an important part of our engagement. Arguably, it's possibly the longest running engagement that we do in this space. And people work towards sustainability and in line with goals that the university has, such as our science-based targets for emission reduction, our transport strategy, biodiversity action plan, and others. So the campaign works across departments, labs, colleges, the press assessment, not the press and assessment. Get used to that. I always called it Cambridge United, but no one went for it. And there are award-winning teams or individuals have gone on from this program to be recognized at national level. So we are successful in National Green Grant Awards. So it's a good way of getting people into the habit of doing things and getting national recognition for. New this year is the LEAF program, which builds on our previous institutional lab awards, and this is now something that's done. So LEAF is common across multiple institutions, certainly in the UK, and we've now embraced that and going on. So the LEAF thing has been developed by lab specialists to help users make changes to how they run their labs and improve the carbon footprint of reduce the carbon footprint of their work. Groups work at their own pace, submit the record of work, and these are audited and audited on a basis that is actually comparable across higher education in the UK. I think important for me is that LEAF has calculators for emissions, so we can actually say we're doing something rather than we're just participating in something. We're participating in something, but we can measure the impact that has. And as I say, the atmosphere cares more about what goes into it and how people feel about what goes into it. So that's important. Bristol University have close to 100% of their labs have gone through the LEAF process. And we're in early days, but it'd be nice to aspire to that level. And it shows the potential across the ORC for doing so. Okay, just highlights about green impacts in general. We've had 42 teams taking place, achieving 44 awards, over 2,100 actions, which makes sense to me. 10,000 points. I don't know what that means quite. It's a lot of points.
A lot of hard work.
It's a lot of hard work, but I think the 2,100 actions speak for themselves. Okay. One of the programs which is dear to my heart is freezer concentration and making more efficient use of freezers across the university, which I think we've spent quite a bit of money on, and probably will continue to spend quite a bit of money on making freezers more efficient across the university. 6 labs have attained LEAF awards for the first time, and some, I don't know how many, have even achieved gold, which is pretty impressive for the first year in. We've had 51 student auditors being trained to audit, and they volunteered their time. So this is great because they're on the other side. They're kind of being engaged in how to judge things, and that informs them about what they think is important and what has an impact. So that's great. So keen to really congratulate everyone who's won an award, to thank all those who have participated in auditing, and the sustainability team for actually putting us all together. Okay, I think that's all I want to say at this point. I could say a lot about LEAF, but you probably know more about it than I do, so I won't. But I would like to say that this is a very important part of what the university does. It's important that we are providing, as I say, an environment where you can get engaged, you can do things, you can learn, you can teach each other, you can teach us. And we are a learning institution at the end of the day. So I'd just like to congratulate all who have participated, and particularly those who have won awards. Thanks very much.
Thanks so much. So start off with some fun statistics about Green Impact this year. So Green Impact is actually in its 10th year at Cambridge this year, which is quite something, especially given that I only joined the university in January, so it's significantly older than I am. And under the scheme this year, we had 333 students undertaking cycle training, and 560 items were rehomed using Warpit. We also had 411 staff receiving some form of environmental training, and 900 students were inducted in some way into sustainability in their college. And fingers crossed, when we move out of doing this in kind of a strange hybrid way, we can continue to build on those in the coming years. So without further ado, I will start by announcing the Bronze Awards. And as I said, I'll read out the full list of Bronze Awards, and if you'd like to come up, collect your award, have a photo taken, and then we'll go on to the next. So our Bronze Award winners this year, as you already do know, we have the ADC Theatre, Cambridge, Spain, the Career Service, the Faculty of Education, the Scott Polar Research Institute, Kettle's Yard, and the Investment Office. So you stand as well. Somebody has forgotten that. I've just been instructed to inform you that if the fire alarm should go off, it's not supposed to. Exit out that way through reception and over to the UPH building to assemble. So now we've done our fire safety. So I'm going to assume that we are waiting for some photos, but we'll have full team photos if there are multiple of you from your teams at the end, but this is just for the person getting the slates. Yeah. This is when we get to the silver awards, we've got more than Now we'll move on to the silver awards. And just to note, there are a fair few of these, so if we could go through the photos slightly fast, would be very thankful. So firstly, we've got the Cambridge University Botanic Gardens, Cambridge Enterprise, Cambridge University Press and Assessment Cape Town, who are obviously not here, CEB Green Impact, the Faculty of Music, the Herschel Smith Building, the Maxwell Centre, Modern and Medieval Languages and Linguistics, the Jean Van Geest Centre of Brain Repair, Geoffrey Chair Biomedical Centre, MRC Cognition and Brain Sciences Unit, MRC MBU, and the SLCU Green Impact Team. There you go. Congratulations. There you go. And it's all very well doing the COVID protocol. That's caused a little bit of a problem. It'd be nicer if I could do it. Great. There you go,
Like the guinea pig.
We'll move on to the gold awards now, everyone. Now we'll move on to the gold awards. We've got 3 this year, gold awards. We've got Flora and Fauna International, the Department of Geography, and the Department of Surgery. Much easier when it's only 1. One more. We've got 6 teams that achieved a Platinum Award this year. Those were Cambridge University Press and Assessment. Oh, apologies. There you go. Too fast. I'm just trying to get rid of you. Thanks, guys. So, Cambridge University Press and Assessment, Cancer Research UK, the Department of Land Economy, Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, the Green Genies, DPHPC, and IMS MRL. And now we go on to our college teams. We actually start at gold colleges this year because it's the lowest level that anybody actually achieved. So we have 3 gold colleges: Christ College, Clare College, and Hughes Hall College. Congratulations to those colleges. Overwhelmingly, our colleges actually achieved platinum this year, and we've got a fair few of them. So we had Churchill, Darwin, Gonville and Keys, Jesus, Lucy Cavendish, Robinson, St John's, and Wilson that all achieved platinum colleges. So well. Congratulations. So we also have 3 successful excellence projects this year, and I have to say a big thank you to my colleagues for helping me judge these. And just to give a bit of context for those that don't know, so for instead of standard workbook actions like the rest of the Green Impact Awards, the excellence option means that you complete a 7-month project focusing on a single specific topic. So this year, our 3 excellence projects are Girton College with their sensory garden project competition. Unfortunately, they let me know they can't make it today, so congratulations to them in absence. We also have MRC Epidemiology, their ultra-low temperature freezer centralization program. So, we have nice e-certificates for you, but we also have a plant. Congratulations. And last but not least, we also have Jesus College and their new recycling station points on campus project. So this is my favourite part of the awards ceremony, because we also have a number of special awards to celebrate those individuals and departments who are specifically driving change outside of the workbook actions. And the winners of the categories from Cambridge, as already mentioned, will be entered into the International Green Impact Special Awards, which will be announced every summer. And the nice thing about these is they have written nominations with them, and I will read them out to you because they're very nice. And these winners were all nominated by the members of their team. So firstly, for our sustainability hero, so the brief for this was we asked, tell us who is the exceptional person within your or another department who has really become your sustainability hero. Teams had to write no more than 300 words about that. And we had lots of nominations for this category, so I'm going to start with our highly commended. And our highly commended was Chris Mcdonald from Lucy Cavendish College. Now, Chris wrote that over the past few months that he's surrounded himself with sustainability projects. He's in his final stages of his PhD, which explores practical ways to accelerate sustainable behaviour. He's also working on 2 research papers that explores sustainable diets, and he's writing his 3rd book on sustainability, which explores the transition to net zero. And however keen to do more, he also committed wholeheartedly to green impact. He began by volunteering on multiple citizen science projects in the evenings and weekends, such as tracking birds for RSPB, logging wildlife on iRecord, and as part of the Floating Forests Initiative, he analysed satellite images to help locate kelp. He also later started to grow organic vegetables on the college estate, and he launched a Cambridge-wide biodiversity project for World Wildlife Day, which we definitely in the sustainability team really enjoyed engaging with and sharing on social media. And so for a big hand to Chris, if he is here, for our highly commended for the sustainability hero. Yeah, we also have a plant for our special award winners as well. So our winner for the Sustainability Hero category, I'm going to read out the nomination first before announcing who it is, except they have actually mentioned his name in the first line of the nomination, so I'm going too large. So this is from the CEB Green Impact team, and they'd like to nominate Alex Carvell from their team. Alex is our lab technician who supports biotechnology research. He's the heart of the CEB Green Impact team. He drives people to action. His enthusiasm and green ambition are unmatchable. I believe he is well known to the sustainability team. He is our EEC, you are correct. And he wrote our newsletter, wrote an article about our team last year, and hosted your visit to our department this year. Alex indeed drives us to do better. He's actively participated in more than 50% of our silver tasks. He took the whole department on the biodiversity walk and planned our new flower beds. He's also active in our waste management committee, pushing forward the recycling and reuse of lab consumables in our experimental activities. Next year, he will lead the team to gold. I have no doubts that with Alex, we will win it. I know no one else who deserves this award more than Alex. So congratulations to the winner of our Sustainability Hero Award, Alex Carvell from the CEB Green Impact team. So our next award for our special awards is our Community Action Award. Now for this award, we asked you to tell us how your team or department has led, developed or participated in innovative community action throughout the Green Impact year. And I have realised that I have lied because our next one is Innovation for Engagement. And this is actually in no more than 300 words to tell your team, department has engaged more people in sustainability activity and what results they've seen. What innovative techniques and ideas have they used to get people excited to take part? So this was nominated by Helen Williams, and to coincide with the build-up to COP26 and the start of the new academic year, they worked on, with a group of current undergraduate students, to create a student takeover on their Instagram account. They posted infographics and interviews throughout the week and ended by attending the school strike outside Great St Mary's. This was a new initiative for them and a positive way to engage with the climate activism amongst their students. This was followed by a general open meeting for students to speak more about green impact and how they could get involved in the department or via their college. So the winner is the Department of Geography COP26 Student Takeover.
have to do a picture of the plant as well.
If you would like a picture.
That's quite like the grass.
No one is forced to have their picture taken, I promise. So our third special award is for environmental improvement, and this is asking about an innovative environmental improvement or initiative that they've put in place to make a real impact in their department, team, or across the organisation. And so the nomination for this award was submitted by Ellen from Cambridge University Press and Assessment. And this was nominating Andrew Johnson for her work on the Cambridge University Press and Assessment allotment and conservation area. The project was started in 2020, but was discontinued due to the pandemic. Andrew has started the allotment again this year, got the seedbeds prepared, and the shed and water butts installed. She has promoted the allotment and recruited a group of volunteers from across the business to tend and grow vegetables. There is a guided session each Tuesday lunchtime, and somebody is at the plot most lunchtimes. The group have agreed what to plant and who will take seeds away for propagation before planting out. It is hoped the vegetables grown on the allotment plot will be used in the canteen or given to food charities in Cambridge. So congratulations to Andrew Johnson.
He isn't here.
Thank you for nominating.
Thank you.
Now is actually the time for our Community Action Award. And again, this was how the team or department has led, developed or participated in innovative community action throughout the Green Impact Year. And so I'm not biased, I promise, but the winner for this is the Cambridge University Press and Assessment Climate Cafes by Amy Budd and Ruth Carter. Ellen again is nominating Amy and Ruth for their work in introducing climate cafes to Cambridge University Press and Assessment. Around the time of COP26, Amy was involved in various conversations about what the business could do to support staff as they started to engage with the organisation's sustainability programme, particularly in terms of recognising and managing their emotional responses. Feedback they received suggested that staff find making personal change energising, but many also found climate change scary, frustrating or hopeless. Talking to a colleague who had experience in running deaf cafes, Amy and Ruth talked together about the similarities with climate cafes. Amy did some more reading and research into climate cafes, shared her findings with Ruth, and they decided to implement it in November 2021. Since then, they've run sessions in December, February, March, and April, and plan to run a session each month going forward. Feedback has been really positive, with different people attending each session and a real diversity of viewpoints and experiences shared. Amy is now sharing her experiences with other companies to see if it would be helpful to their staff. So congratulations to Amy Budd and Ruth Carter from Cambridge University Press and Assessment for their Climate Cafes, the community action work.
Me again. I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Now, last but not least, and I know she isn't here today, but our Student Leadership Award winner is Megan Broom from Darwin College. And her nomination is from Ivan, and he'd like to nominate Meg, the Darwin Student Green Officer. Meg has driven the sustainability aspect in all areas of the college, ensuring it's on the agenda of all committees. She's been pivotal in bringing the collegiate green officers together and helping run a more collaborative and resourceful combined team. Meg was instrumental in getting together our Green Week last year, and this is now a yearly event firmly embedded in the college calendar with better engagement from the college departments, student societies and college members. Without Meg's continued positive drive and influence, many of the student and college-led initiatives would simply not happen. So just to name a few initiatives that she's had a crucial role in: Dargar, where Darwin students grow their own produce in the college gardens; Project Second Life, which is members donating items not needed anymore for other students to use; film screenings; Spotlight Biodiversity with a focus on bats; an intercollegiate solar field trip; and the Darwin Community Fridge, where any leftover meals too good to waste are put in their community fridge free to college members. Meg's ability to bring different aspects, departments and groups together, and a knowledge of best practice has helped Darwin get to where we are today, a forward-thinking and very involved college in issues of sustainability. So congratulations to Meg. So, as mentioned at the start of this ceremony, we're also celebrating our Laboratory Efficiency Assessment Framework winners. And this is it, or LEAF for short. And this is in its first year at the University of Cambridge, and it's been developed by lab specialists to help users make change in their lab spaces that improves the carbon footprint of their work. Groups are encouraged to work at their own pace and submit the record of their work for auditing when they're ready. As well as suggesting areas of action and providing tips and guidance, the LEAF tool has calculators that allows participants to estimate the financial and carbon savings that they're making with the actions they've implemented. So we've got 6 teams that have achieved LEAF awards this year, and those are the photoactive materials with bronze, genetics of multiple sclerosis with gold, MRC MBU, bronze, Department of Surgery, silver, Sainsbury's Laboratory, bronze, obstetrics and gynecology LEAF team, silver. So congratulations. Got some very nice certificates made by Martin in his absence. What team are you from? Sorry. Where I should have got them out. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of our leaf teams. So we were very fortunate to have 51 student auditors that gave either 1 day or even 2 days of their voluntary time to help audit the Green Impact Awards this year, because we ran them as a hybrid auditing day, one online and one in person. So I just wanted to give a big thank you to them that were trained and then completed the audits. This ceremony wouldn't be happening without them, because we can't present our awards if they haven't been audited. So I just wanted to have a big round of applause for our student auditors. And this was just some of the quotes that we got from auditing the teams. I think they really enjoyed the experience, and the feedback I got was so overwhelmingly positive from everyone that interacted with all of you. So thank you to you as well. And now I will be handing over to Rachel for some closing remarks, because we've absolutely stepped through that ceremony.
Thanks very much, Susie. Wow, so many people here in person, which is just so good to see. I don't need to reiterate what a difficult couple of years it's been. I should say I'm Rachel Stewart, one of the environmental managers, and I'm stepping in for Joanna Chamberlain, our head of sustainability, who couldn't unfortunately be here today, but normally she would like to be here to close this, to thank all the teams for everything that you've done. There's lots of bits that have been touched on already as to what you've actually achieved, but when you look at the number of slates that have been collected in person, it's really appreciated you coming along and giving up your time, not only to develop and deliver the Green Impact Award, but valuing them and coming along today. It's really, really appreciated. And I know we've got people online that weren't able to do that as well, so hopefully that's where these remaining slates will go. Just kind of to reiterate a few things that have already been said, really. 48 unique teams, pretty impressive, particularly in the climate that we've been living in the last couple of years. It's impressive without COVID, but with COVID to still be carrying on doing that amount of work is just fantastic. And the fact that we've had 44 awards announced today, that's a really impressive achievement. And number of actions, I know mentioned already, but I think 2,100 actions it is a huge amount of work that your committed teams are doing to delivering the university sustainability objectives. The excellence projects, the LEAF programs as well, people are really stepping up, not just starting in at bronze, but progressing, and that's what's been really lovely to see. So really hopeful that the bronze and silver teams this year will be moving on to look to do even more in subsequent years, which is just something fantastic to build upon. Susie's mentioned the student auditors we've had. They came from 28 different colleges, and I think that's really significant that we've got pretty much nearly all of the colleges covered by student auditors. 3 more to go, but I'm sure we can manage that next year. And I just think it shows the value judgment placed by those student auditors on green impact. And also it's something that they're adding to their CVs. It's another string to their bow that they're doing outside of their academic pursuits as well, which is just fantastic. The college teams that some are represented here today, 1/3 of the colleges have delivered green impact. That's fantastic that we're reaching out past the university and out into the collegiate university, which is really fantastic to see. And in particular, it's really highlighted the fact those colleges are all gold and platinum awards. Really impressive. So if those colleges that are here can help put that spider web of this is a great scheme to join out to the rest of the colleges, please do that. Champion it within other institutions, within universities and other colleges. I think that's really important that we do that. I'm just going to touch on the LEAF programme because it is new for this year, and I know we've sort of talked about that, but I think it's a real testament to Martin Howes and his kind of work to deliver that scheme and to be able to engage so many labs within that process, and we're really looking again to expand on that and just broaden out that scheme. But to have 15 groups involved this initial year, I think is just fantastic. You know, what are we going to achieve in 5 years' time? You know, I think that's a really look into the future. You know, what we can manage to do. I know a lot of you come up and had photographs here. We will have an opportunity for you to have team photographs because it is a team effort. I really, you know, appreciate that not everyone from each team is able to be here today, and it doesn't work just because of one person. It's because of that network within your institutions, and we really appreciate that collective effort. My background is very much the people side of things, and nothing gets done if you don't get people engaged and involved in doing things. So it's just, you know, really fantastic that you're all working on behalf of the universities to become more sustainable as a whole university. So it leaves me lastly to hand back over to Susie, but before we do, can we just have a massive collective round of applause for Susie? She's a very new staff member. She's taken over from Jess Haskell, who a lot of you know and has moved on to other things, but who's led that programme. She's taken it on midway through the Green Impact year. She's helped coordinate all of those audits and arrange today, and I think as a new staff member, it's impressive anyway, but if we can just put our hands together to
Well, thank you everyone for coming, and we have kind of sped through quite quickly, so I will, if you would like team photos, please get up and have some team photos, and because of the weather, we have a slight change in location of where our nibbles are, so I just need to go and find out where that is, and I'll be back to tell you where that is, so congratulations again. Don't all rush at once.
No worries.